here we go again. Back in the old green booger. She's got 4 side by side. Better run and hide. V8 power, you know. Anyhow, we're heading north. Got the trailer hooked up behind me. A little bit of cash in the passenger seat. Going to pick up something that looks like it should be in the scrapyard, but I think with a little greasy elbow and some broken fingers, you could turn it into something, you know, kind of fun. And it's what's under the hood that counts, right? Doesn't matter what it looks like. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't made any commitments yet, but if and when we make a commitment, I'll be sure and bring you guys along. So, see you in a while. Well, we're getting close. 4 minutes. If you can see that screen, probably not very well. But we're gonna roll in here and check this out. I probably won't record. I didn't give him a heads up or anything on that, so if I see you next and it's on a trailer, you know, then yeah, we'll be on our way home. All right, well, we're loaded up and we bought her, and I am chock out of room in this truck. The whole back seat's full of trim, the front seat's full of stuff, the whole truck bed's full of stuff. There's stuff in the car. We are full. We are loaded down. We've got an hour and 10 minutes back, and I'll show you what we got. If you guys couldn't guess from the little bit of a sneak peek I just gave you there. And this is gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be awesome. See you when we get home. I think it just ran out of gas, unfortunately. Let's try her again. Might have to tilt that trailer up and push this. It sounds dry. Yep, there's no gas in it. We gotta go get gas. All right, well, now that it's dark out, let's try this again. Oh, she's sucking fuel now. dry. Now she's got to purge itself. I'm not hearing the pump. Give her a minute here, maybe something needs to reset. Don't know, I've never had one of these fuel injected cars. There she goes. Come on, baby. Why does she do that every time I turn the steering wheel? Something goofy's going on. Is this thing on? Probably low battery voltage. Oh, she don't like something. Let me try to put the jump pack on it to give it some extra juice, maybe. Well, I don't know what I did, but it's happier. Something. Self-learned mode, maybe. Nope. Oh. I don't know. She gets fussy. There she goes again. That is so weird. It's got to be voltage related, I bet ya. Error. No something connected. It's losing signal from something. God damn you. She might just have to sit where she's at. No ECU connected or incompatible device connected. Please recheck connection. And then it comes on. I don't know. Let me try to get this up in a hole. All right, well, we're back. And it's been, what, 4 or 5 days since I got home with the car. And yeah, well, you guys saw when I got home, I couldn't keep it running. It was dark out and all that, but oh my goodness. So she's been sitting outside underneath the cover, and because it was raining, and I'm pretty sure the car is not watertight. So we're gonna fiddle around with it here a little bit, because I think I've got some ideas to try out on why this is being fussy. So let me get this uncovered and I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay, well, we got her all uncovered, and I'll kind of give you guys a walk around here. because I don't think that I did that. So this is a Chevy 350. It's a Vortec motor. It has aluminum Pro Comp heads on it and a Pro Comp intake. It has full roller tip rockers from comp cams and trick flow push rods. It has the fast EFI system on it, which is what was giving us trouble the other night, I believe. There goes the dog after a cat that just came out of nowhere. As you can see, it looks like it's been kind of backfiring, which we witnessed. Has an AC pump on it that rattles like crazy internally. Got to get rid of that. This is a fresh build. It has basically 0 miles on it. Very little miles on it at all. So yeah, there's that. It's got a turbo 350 trans in it. I believe that it to have a stall converter. I don't know for sure. Headers, 2.5-inch exhaust all the way out. I don't remember what mufflers are on it, but originally, well, we'll go back to that. It's got the MSD setup on it. It's got the fuel pressure regulator over there. Brand new set of wheels and tires on it, and the door handles were originally going to be shaved on this, so that's why that looks like that. This will be getting repaired. I have the tops of these box sides that are in good shape that I can get rid of that and fix that. It's got new air ride suspension on the rear, new front suspension. Kind of see if I can get you guys underneath. You can see how clean the floor pans are. I believe those have been replaced. It's got that cross member to use dual exhaust. Step inside. Decent tan interior. Aftermarket wheel. It's got the gauge pod up here like I put in my white one. These gauges up here, which if you guys know anything about G-bodies, the charging light that's in the original cluster acts like a resistor to make the charging system work. So we had no charging system when we got this, so I ran a wire from the brown and white over to the battery to solve that issue. Here's the EFI screen. Oh, what else? Has a Ford 8.8 rear end posi, as you can see there, with the girders or whatever those guys are called. 4-wheel disc brake system, brand new fuel tank with a Holly pump. Lot of work has gone into this car to get it to this point. Pretty much virtually rust free, other than what you see here, the surface rust, and then the tops of the bedsides. I'm sure there's some things that I'm missing, but anyway, the guy that I got this car from, absolutely fantastic gentleman. His name was John, and he'd been working on this car for quite some time, and kind of got dealt a bad deck of cards and had to get rid of it, unfortunately. So John, if you're watching, we definitely appreciate you, and hopefully wouldn't mind, you know, bringing this car back up once it's kind of all put together and done, and, you know, go for a ride or something. I don't know. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of a lot of this car. Needs a headliner and stuff, but we've got an issue where it'll start up and run, and runs you know, fairly decent at idle. As soon as you put it under a load, it likes to just pop through the carb or through the EFI. And if you'll have a look with me down here, if you can see, let me grab my light here. If you can see up here, you can see our Easy EFI control unit, and right next door you have the MSD box. That's a problem. You cannot run your MSD box that close to your main brain or really any wiring associated with your EFI systems because of RF interference, radio frequency interference. This thing's putting out a lot of signals. It's getting signals in, and when you're wiring and all this stuff is that close to your main brain, it'll do all kinds of weird electrical issues. And what I noticed was when that thing would pop through the EFI, I would get an error on the handheld that said ECU missing or not recognized, all kinds of other random things. I had an oxygen sensor code come up. Yeah, so this needs to be addressed. The MSD box needs to move and all of its associated wiring, and you have to insulate all this and keep it away from any of your EFI stuff. Even non-EFI cars, you need to keep it away from your anything that can throw an interference. Well, anything that your distributor wiring and all that, your plug wires, all that stuff, you need to keep your MSD box, especially your purple and green, keep all that stuff separated, because you'll get some crazy interference and it'll affect the car. So that will be the first thing that needs to be addressed, is get all this stuff moved. The other main mistake that people make with these EFI systems is dedicated power. I haven't looked. I'm pretty sure John has that all set up correctly. And there's a third, which is key power. Some cars, you'll lose key power while cranking. So you need to make sure that whatever power source you're using for the ignition, 12 volt ignition, that it does not turn off while cranking. That will cause all kinds of other issues. So we're just gonna run through and kind of figure all this stuff out. I've done nothing with this car at all other than try to back it off the trailer and get it behind the shop, and that took forever because it kept stalling. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Got to get that stuff sorted out, and I was gonna show you this other side here. Same thing with this door here. I think these are just overlaid, just kind of sitting on here, held on with a screw. But the rest of this is like some sort of primer. A couple runs in it here and there can be sorted out, but you can see the tops of the box were pitted. But you know, if you cut it here and just replace this whole top rail, wrap your corner, should get rid of that. The rear window's not rotted out or nothing, just the smallest amount of little surface rust in here, but you can clean that up and protect it. The bed's done, it's all Rhino lined. I had to create a swimming pool in here because my cover that I had on this car had a swimming pool in it, so it all spilled out into the truck bed here. But what else? I think that's, for the most part, that's kind of the gist of it. It just needs finished is all. It's got a nice cowl hood on it. The cowl's on the back side here. Oh, and it has a Edelbrock Rollin' Thunder roller cam in it. So this is a full roller setup, brand new radiator. So yeah, it should be a pretty good running unit once we get some of the little bugs sorted out. I think I'm gonna move that MSD box probably up here somewhere close to the battery, short dedicated power there, and then we'll have to run our distributor wires. We'll just figure out a good spot to run those over to the coil and all that, and then we'll kind of sort through a lot of this stuff here and just get it routed. Also, the tach in the instrument cluster does not work, and right now it's running off of here. I'm going to change that to where it's running off the actual MSD box. It's a cleaner source. Right now it doesn't work, and I ran mine on the other El Camino off the MSD box. So yeah, we've got a little bit of tinkering to do. So I'm gonna kind of start farting around with this stuff, and I'll update you kind of as we're doing stuff. And we do have some wires down here too that we need to get covered and protected. Been running real close to the header, and I had it sitting out here idling after I got it moved over here, and I could see some smoke, and one of these wires is real close to the header, and it got a little toasty. And we had a problem too with the fusible link down here, so it's not very secure at the moment, so we'll visit that stuff as well. But yeah, there she is. All right, well, we got things kind of loosely moved. Ouch. Put the MSD box up here. Was almost thinking about using the holes and putting it on the back side of where it was, but I don't know if that's going to be too close to the harness. But we've kind of got things just loosely placed away from the other stuff for the most part. We'll go for a start up here. Okay, well, it's the next day and we're back down here on the El Camino. Not the first El Camino, but the second El Camino. And I want to explain something to you here. Bear with me. Here's what we found. We moved our MSD ignition up here, and it seemed to run a little bit better, but it still sounded a little bit off. Something was amiss in the exhaust, if you guys didn't pick up on that as you heard the car running. So I decided to check timing, and I found timing at 4 degrees advanced at idle. This is where it gets interesting. So the timing was not advanced very far, so naturally I tried to advance the timing. Well, I couldn't, because the vacuum canister on the distributor was or is, I should say, hitting the manifold. So I couldn't get any more timing out of it. So I decided I'd tear, this apart and move it a tooth forward. Hi, Fuzzy. Were you just down playing in the creek? I think you are. Your furs are all wet. Yeah, your feathers are wet, dork. There's a creek down there in the timber. She likes to go play down in that. Lift it up, bring it tooth forward a tooth, drop it back in so that we can adjust our timing further without the vacuum can hitting the intake. Yeah, you could have moved all your plug wires on the cap too, but I like to do things the right way and not have your wires all goofy and weird. So we're gonna put this back on and move this and then come back through the system and start it up and see how much different it is. If I were a betting man, it's gonna run substantially better. Well, here we go. We had to make a trip to town. Got the Fuzzy kid with me. It's again yet another day. So last night while tinkering, we ran out of gas, so I had to go fill a couple gas cans, put 10 gallons in the car. Got her all topped off with gas and started back up and started going back through timing and all that stuff. And I did pop the distributor and moved it a tooth to help us get some more advance. And the timing light started being dumb, so I don't know where it's timed at right now, but it runs substantially better with some timing in it. And it has not backfired through the carburetor or throttle body or EFI or whatever you want to call it through the intake. So we're heading back to the shop tonight. The reason we're in the car is because we had to go hit up O'Reilly's. With it running last night, the AC compressor took a turn for the worse. It was already in bad shape, and now it's real bad. Like, I mean, that thing's just absolutely howling. So we bought one of these AC bypass pulleys from Dorman. Fits in there where the compressor should be, and apparently gives you the same size pulley as the compressor was. Now the question I don't know is, below that, on most of the vehicles that I looked at researching which pulley to get, there was an idler pulley kind of down there between the crank and where this AC bypass pulley goes, and this particular car does not have it. So we're taking a gamble. I did not buy one, but while I've got that compressor off, I'm going to see if there's a provision for it. There should be like a post coming out right there where that pulley goes over. So we'll just have to see. That would have required obviously a longer belt, and for all intents and purposes of this video, we're just kind of doing an introduction to the car, but I'd like to be able to drive it in the video, so here we are. So yeah, we're just gonna keep plugging along, and when we get to the shop, I'll fire the camera back up and show you what this AC bypass pulley looks like, and we'll continue down the path of winning. Okay, well, we're back down here, and obviously this is the AC compressor. And this is the pulley that I was just telling you about in the car. It is Dorman part number 34152, and I'll show you what it looks like here. So this bolts in place in the same bracket that the AC compressor bolts in. So it fits in this slot and this slot, and you just use your original bolts and bolt it in and put your belt on it, and there you go, AC bypass. So it doesn't look super stout, but a lot of people use them. Should be okay. And my battery in my camera is getting low very quickly, and I didn't bring any extra ones down here. So, oh yeah, there's our MSD box back over there. I got wiring to fix and all that crap too. So I'm gonna get this swapped out so we can actually start the car back up without smoking our serpentine belt. And yeah, I'll revisit with you. Either way, we still needed this. I didn't want that compressor up there, so. Nice and quiet on the belt. We'll let this thing warm up, and then we'll check the timing again. Alright, well, we're going to give this a shot, see if we can even get it out of the parking spot. Well, here we are the next morning. Unfortunately, the camera died last night. Of course, while we were doing our drive, it seemed to run okay. There was a little bit of popping kind of going on. So I pulled driver's side valve cover off, and the rockers are starting to blue like heat. So I kind of checked lash on that side and reset. This cam has 0 lash, and then you just set your preload. But I looked up on the cam spec, and it wants 3/4 to a full turn after 0 lash. That seems really tight to me. So I went through the driver's side bank quick down at the barn and set them all to 0 lash with a 1/4 turn. Seemed to help out a little bit. Obviously I have the other side to do, but I didn't have time. And then the transmission doesn't want to shift either. So I don't know if it's a linkage problem or if the transmission's slipping or shot or, you know, whatever have you. So unfortunately I didn't get to record any of that, but have no fear, you'll see this car on the channel a lot more. We've got more bugs to work out. We've got sheet metal work to do. We've got paint. We've got alignment to do. We've got all kinds of stuff. I tried to put air in the rear bags that are new. The lines were leaking. Yeah, so there's plenty to do. Lots of little bugs to work out, understandably so. You never get done with a build and have it be perfect right out of the gate. So anyway, you'll see this car a lot more, and we appreciate all you guys following along and watching. Until next time, we'll see ya.